Hello guys, True here, back with another video. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. And before we do get into today's deck, please do remember to like and subscribe. Let's get to 75 subscribers. We're getting closer and closer by the day. And while you're at it, please remember to drop a like on today's video. Really helps this video get shared with other people. And without further ado, let's get into today's deck. So today's deck is all centered around Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor, or more I should say Rillaboom. The idea behind the deck is to go second, use Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor's Super Growth attack. For 0 energy, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your grass Pokemon and put it on that Pokemon to evolve it. If that Pokemon is now a Stage 1 Pokemon, search your deck for a Stage 2 Pokemon that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. So the idea is to get a Rillaboom into play on your first turn, and then the following turn you can charge up Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor and start swinging for 150 damage, which is pretty good. And you also heal 30 damage, which is pretty nice. So that's the main concept behind the deck. And an additional attacker we use is the Rillaboom VMAX with the max beating attack. For 4 energy, you may discard up to 3 grass energy from this Pokemon. If you do, this attack does 50 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. So Rillaboom VMAX is a super hard hitter. It can hit up to 280 damage, which is enough to one-shot basically anything in Pikarom, and it's enough to enough to two-shot any big VMAXs in the format. So Rillaboom VMAX is a pretty nice attacker to have. And we also play one of Shaymin Prism Star, a super nice one-prizer attacker that can help us out in some matchups like Baby Blacephalon, or just other one-prize attackers like Spiritomb. Just really nice. Flower Storm, being able to hit really high numbers. It can even one-shot, if we get all of our energy into play, a Dragapult VMAX. And Shaymin Prism Star is also super good in the Zacian matchup. More times than not, you do find yourself one-shotting Zacians with Shaymin Prism Star, which is super nice. We play one of Eldegoss to help us recover supporters. And we can even use Float Up for things in like the Mill matchup or any other rogue decks, really. If we ever come across scenarios, Float Up is always pretty nice attack. We also use Dedenne-GX, to help us get out of any tough dead hands we are in. We play 2 Energy Recyclers because our main attacker most of the time is Rillaboom VMAX, so we do need to recover those energies. We play 1 Great Catcher to help gust up those Dedennes to help finish off the game. 4 Netball, 4 Quick Ball, pretty consistent search line. No direct way to search for Rillaboom VMAX except through Turffield Stadium, but that's been working fine with me so far. Just 4 Netball, 4 Quick Ball. Trying your best to target down these Grookeys and the Alolan Exeggutor turn 1, in my opinion, is the best way to go with this deck. We play 1 of Reset Stamp to help out in the late game. Reset Stamp, again, super deadly, can swing the game into our favor just by stamping our opponent to 1 card. We play 2 switches to help out in the early game if we want to switch into this Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor. It just allows us to have some mobility. We play 2 Tag Calls to search out Cynthia Caitlin, Guzma Hala, or Mallow Lana, or even the Alolan, or the Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutors as well. We play 1 of Light Forest, which is super busted in the Dragapult matchup. Light Forest really helps out with the healing process. It helps us heal the damage that Dragapult spreads out onto the bench. So Life Force is just super good right now, especially in this deck. We play 2 Marnies and 3 Professor's Research. Not too many draw supporters, but again, when we get a Rillaboom setup, we don't really need to draw that many cards anyways. And we play 1 of Air Balloon just to get more value out of that Guzma and Hala. We play 1 Capture Energy, which is super busted in this deck, and we play 11 Grass Energy. And that's all I have to say for the deck, and let's hop into some games. Alright, so hopping into our first game here against the Lewis EXE. Good luck to him or her, and let's call the coin flip. Let's go with heads, and we do lose the coin flip, so hopefully we go second. Yep, we are going second, which is pretty nice of our opponent to let us do. And, oh man, the starting hand is not terrible, but we have to get rid of our boss's orders and a 1-1 line of Thwackey and Rillaboom, and it looks like we are up against a rogue deck, Donphan, which is an interesting matchup for sure. There's a quick ball from our opponent, getting rid of a research, so we can make the read here that our opponent has a pretty good hand. Obviously, they wouldn't get rid of a research otherwise, and just a pass from our opponent. Tag Call's a pretty nice top deck. We can play the Tag Call, look through the deck. Do we have Capture Energy in deck is the question. We do. Let's check our prize cards. We priced one Recycler. All of our Grookeys, Thwackeys, and Rillabooms are here. We priced a Rillaboom V. That's okay, I suppose. We prized 2 quick balls. Oh man, that's a lot of quick balls to be prized. And we prized, no, all of our Turffields are here. We prized the Marnie, and that's about it, I think. So let's grab out Guzma Hala. Probably a Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor just to discard it. We probably won't be using it that much this game anyways. So let's play the Guzma Hala here. Yep. Do the second effect, get rid of this. I don't really want to get rid of anything from this hand here. I guess we get rid of Turffield Stadium, but our opponent could play Martial Arts Dojo. I don't want to get rid of energy. Well, we could get rid of energy because we have Capture Energy, so I'll just get rid of the Grass Energy here. Go for the Turffield and capture. Oh, we priced our Air Balloon. That's another prize card. We could grab the Life Forest here. I think I'll just grab the Turffield for now just to be safe. Our opponent with the attachment did not attach for turn 1 either, so we have a turn to work with, I suppose. So let's attach the Capture Energy here. Go for a Grookey, and yeah, just use Super Growth. And next turn, we can use Boss's Orders to target down something on our bench instead of swinging into the Donphan, I suppose. That's something we can look into doing. Yeah, so we can Boss's Orders the Dedenne-GX and make it harder for our opponent to get rolling here. So there's a great ball grabbing the Oranguru. So I'm assuming they play the Magcargo line. There's the Donphan from our opponent. There's another Donphan from our opponent. That's a lot of Donphans. There's the Cynthia. I don't see why they just wouldn't research there. Instead of playing Cynthia, there's another great ball. There's the Diancie Prism Star. That's fine. There's a Stealthy Hood. That's also fine. Do we swing into this? I don't think we do unless they whiff an attachment. If they grab a Dedenne-GX, there's the Dedenne-GX. We can Boss's Orders that up and look to one-shot it. I don't know how ideal that is. I sort of want to save our GX attack. There's the Sky Pillar, that's fine. We will just bump it with the Turffield Stadium. So honestly here, I think we target up a 1-prizer. There's the Magcargo, so I think we're going to target up the Magcargo here. Make it harder for our opponent to hit what they need. So I think that's ideal for us. There's the attachment to the Donphan. There's a Smooth Over. Probably going to smooth over a Twin Energy. So, and just the pass is going to do it from our opponent. There's a Rillaboom V top deck, that's pretty nice. Bump the Sky Pillar with the Turffield Stadium. Used Voltage Beat, did not the deck before we played the Dedenne-GX. Attach both of the energies to the Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor. Boss's Orders bring up the Magcargo and just the Dedenne-GX this hand away. Looking for some more cards to work with. There's some more cards. Pretty nice. There's a Grookey. We can attach to the Rillaboom V. No draw supporter in the discard, however, so we can't really utilize Eldegoss here. Turffield Stadium, get out of Thwackey. Probably just look to punch into the Magcargo. And next turn we can look to GX attack if we really wanted to. I don't know how good that would do. But they're probably just going to top deck that Twin Energy I was just talking about. There's the Twin Energy, as expected. There's the Primate Wisdom from our opponent. We also have Great Catcher in hand, so we can look to GX attack, Great Catcher, bring this up, and just a Rolling Spin from our opponent. So I'm pretty sure they're dead drawing here. There's an Energy Recycler top deck. I think we GX here and make it extremely hard on our opponent to knock us out. So let's evolve into Thwackey. use Turffield Stadium, have another look through the deck. We have plenty of grass left, 6 to be exact, to work with here, so that's pretty ideal to work with. So let's attach to the Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor here, and let's attach here. Use Rillaboom's Voltage Beat ability, and attach 2 energies from the deck onto this Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor. And let's Great Catcher, bring up the Dedenne-GX, no reason really not to. So let's, none of these cards I really want to get rid of. We can get rid of Quick Ball, probably a Switch. I sort of want to keep Switch around though. Probably the Netball, that's what I'm going to go with. Bring up the Dedenne-GX, and just just Tropical Hour GX here. Take a knockout on the Dedenne-GX, shuffle back in all of those energies, and now they have to hit those energies again. So let's take these 2 cards here. Probably not going to play the Marnie. I don't think. I'm pretty sure our opponent's dead drawing here. There's the Marnie from our opponent themselves, so looks like that must have been their top deck. Otherwise, they probably would have played that last turn. There's some Mallow Lana we can work with, which is pretty nice. There's an Ordinary Rod getting back in Slugma and Macargo, sure. And there's the Primate Wisdom from our opponent. Do they have the attachment for turn? Maybe not. Pass. They're taking their time to decide. They used the Turffield Stadium. They whiffed it, so I'm assuming they don't have an attachment. Maybe. There's the Great Catcher. It looks like they're trying to stall here, but we can easily just Voltage Beat onto this Dedenne-GX. I don't mind at all. I think we can hold on to this hand. Mallow and Lana is a nice card to have, as well as Reset Stamp. So let's Voltage Beat 1 to the Dedenne-GX. Voltage Beat again to the Rillaboom V, I think. And just look to start punching and getting rid of these Dawn fans. So I think that's what we're gonna roll with here. I think we can bench the Shaymin Prism Star. Feels fine. Nice 1 prizer to have in this matchup. And let's just Calming Hurricane our opponent's Dawn fan. And they're gonna stay alive thanks to the Sturdy ability. They probably need to hit a last chance potion to keep this alive. That's the game plan I would look at. So there's the Primate Wisdom from our opponent. Let's see if they have a draw supporter to work with. They have a 2-card hand. That's not a lot of cards to work with, but they've only down 3 draw supporters, so I wouldn't doubt it if they had. There's the attachment to the Dawn fan and a research, so the chances of them hitting a last chance potion here, pretty likely I would say. But if they whiff, we're looking like we're in a good spot for sure. So honestly, I think I should have benched the Grookey and looked to use Beat or Scratch on this Dawn fan, so we could have passed through Sturdy. So that's a misplay on my part for not attacking with Grookey last turn, for sure. That would have been the play to make. I wasn't thinking that in-depthly, unfortunately. Yeah, we definitely, but they whiffed anyway, so we don't end up getting punished here. Fortunately, we can go grab the Rillaboom VMAX. Evolve into the Rillaboom VMAX here. We can use Voltage Beat for 1. I don't know how good that feels. Onto the, I think we hold off of the Voltage Beat. Well, no, we can still Voltage Beat, because the chances of our opponent taking a knockout on something here is pretty low. So we can play, because in order to use Grookey here, they would have to knock out something in order for us to make bench space for the Grookey. And then by then, we probably should have hit an Energy Recycler, so I think it's fine just using Voltage Beat on the Rillaboom VMAX. And yeah, let's just use Calming Hurricane on our opponent's Dawn fan. So yeah, it was definitely correct for us to use Tropical Hour GX. Definitely set our opponent back a couple of turns. And yeah, they probably have the Twin Energy in hand. They definitely play 4. Yeah, there's a Twin Energy. There's the Martial Arts Dojo, so they will be hitting us pretty hard here. There's the Marnie from our opponent. Goodbye, Mallow and Lana. Yeah, that sort of sucks, but we have to deal with it. We can Marnie again. There's the Macargo from our opponent, unfortunately. But again, our opponent is going to hit us for 110 damage, I believe. That means we have to retreat into and attack with something else, I believe. How many switch are we down? No switches, so the chances of us hitting our switch are pretty nice. There's a reset stamp from our opponent. That's fine. We draw into an Eldegoss and a Life Forest. That's a nice card to have right now. They're gonna hit us for 130 here. What do we do? I don't want to get rid of Eldegoss. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off here because technically we have game in hand. We can Eldegoss if they knock this out for a boss's orders, bring up something from the bench, and then we can use Cynthia and Caitlin, recover the boss's orders again. But honestly, I sort of want to do that this turn. How much of a difference does it make if we play down the Life Forest? We'll have 70 HP left. They hit us for 140. If they play down another martial arts dojo, they hit us for 180. So, but we wouldn't be knocked out. But no, they have the Diancie Prism Star. So if they have another martial arts dojo, we are knocked out. But I think I will just. This isn't ideal, really. What do I think? I Cynthia and Caitlin away the Life Forest now. Bring back the boss's orders because that's gonna help us win the game faster. There's a switch that's pretty good, but no Energy Recycler to work with, unfortunately. So we can't attack with Shaymin Prism Star, which is sort of what we would have liked to do that turn. So I think here we just punch this, or we can just retreat into a Rillaboom and deny our opponent prize cards. Actually, I think I'll just switch into the Shaymin Prism Star. I think that's a fine play to make. Let them knock that out and just pass. Because I'm pretty sure they smoothed over a last chance potion. So that makes it a useless card they have in their hand. If they Marnie us again, that's gonna suck. They definitely can grab a Marnie. But they also play Cynthia, so they could play a 2-2 split line there. So 2-2 Marnie Cynthia. So they definitely have access to Marnie with the smooth over if they choose to do so. Or boss's orders if they want to boss this up as well with the combo Oranguru and Macargo. So yeah, that sort of sucks for us. But let's hope they don't have Marnie here. If they play 3, 1 could be prized. I highly doubt they play 4 Marnie, as they do play Cynthia as well. So let's see what our opponent decides to do here. There's the Primate Wisdom. That's probably a Marnie. Do they have anything? There's the boss's orders, but that's fine with us. Yeah, that's perfectly fine with us, as a matter of fact. How many search options are we down? We're only down 1 netball and 1 quick ball here, so we can just look to win the game next turn, which is pretty good for us. So there's an Energy Recycler top deck. That's pretty nice. So let's use the Energy Recycler here. Shovel back 5 energies from the discard pile back into our deck. And they can never one-shot our Rillaboom VMAX. I don't think there's a GX attack that can, besides the Yveltal-GX. But the chances of our opponent getting 4 damage counters on this and getting your Yveltal-GX, if they even play that into play, is highly unlikely. So here, I think we just go with the boss's orders on the Macargo, hold off on benching the Eldegoss, and just go from there. So bring this up. It's also nice that we reset the rolling spin, so they're only hitting us for 110 damage now. Let's just max beating, take a knockout on this Macargo. And we only had to knock out 1 Donphan this game, which is really good. That's how we should play this matchup. We never want to go through 6 Donphans. That's really difficult. So let's see what our opponent has going for them. They evolve into another Donphan. That's fine. They need to stamp us here if they want to stay in this game. And just a rolling spin from our opponent is going to do it here, ladies and gentlemen. We do take a dub against not the greatest deck in the world, but a deck that has allowed me to show off the potential of this deck. And that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed a sort of short one for you guys. If you did, please do remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, as always, remember to stay safe, have a good day, and peace out.